Hey, it's the Casino Mark. It's 6:03 p.m. on Thursday, October 23rd, 2025. I want to show you the latest stuff I got. First from Ollie's, and I got this 5 days ago on my birthday. I decided to take my birthday off from work, deliveries and stuff, and I just went thrifting. So, first I went to Ollie's. I found The Sacrifice of Sunshine Girl by Paige McKenzie. So apparently, Sunshine Girl is it's a YouTube web series which I haven't seen. Um, Here's the author. I'm guessing she's probably also the cover model, since I assume that she stars in this web series. Um, so it's about Sunshine Griffith, and she can communicate with ghosts, and yeah. So Now, according to this thing, apparently there's two other books: "The Haunting of Sunshine Girl" and "The Awakening of Sunshine Girl." So I'm guessing this is number three. I don't know. I figured I'd get it for myself, and I'll check out the web series too. I've never heard of it before. Oh yeah, this says book three of "The Haunting of Sunshine Girl" series. Okay. So it's Paige McKenzie with Nancy Olin. Um, but it says story by Nick Hagan and Nancy Olin. Uh, Based on the web series created by Nick Hagan. Illustrations by Paige McKenzie. So she's the star. In the back here it says she's the star of the series. Apparently she did not create it. And this book is the credits are so confusing. It seems she co-wrote it with Nancy Olin, but you don't see Nancy Olin's name on the front cover. You see only hers. But the credits further specify underneath that the story was written by Nick Hagan, the creator of the series, with Nancy Olin, and Nancy Olin. And it doesn't mention her writing the story, but did she and Nancy write the book after Nancy and Nick wrote the initial story? This is confusing. Can someone straighten this out, please? But anyway, it seems like a fun supernatural thing. So, let's see. Then I went to a thrift store in the same plaza. I found a few things. A High School Musical 3 soundtrack. Um, I haven't seen a High School Musical films yet. I saw the spin-off Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure, which I also have on Blu-ray. There's bonus features on here apparently. Unlock More Rock. I don't know if it's still available, if these bonus features are on the CD, or if internet connection required. Yeah, so the bonus features probably are no longer available because this is from 2008. But anyway, and I want to see High School Musical, the series as well, because Olivia Rodrigo is on that. Anyway, next, Left of the Mill by Natalie Imbruglia. So she sang that song that was such a huge hit, Torn. Um, Now let's see, what year is this from? 1997, 1998. Well, anyway, Torn, it's a cover, but I like her version better than the original. And like one of the first anime music videos I saw, I don't know if it was the first, but it was one of the first anime music videos that I saw. Um, it was for the anime film Perfect Blue, and it used Torn. Now I gotta be careful with this because the CD can fall out because all of the little teeth are broken in here. But and the front of the jewel case is cracked. I used to have this. I think I got rid of it for whatever reason. But I had this and White Lily's Island back in the day. So I want to find that as well. I remember when I ripped the tracks to my computer, one of the tracks, and I forget on which album, but one of the tracks had an awful lot of empty space after the track. It was like really long, but there was just empty space. So I don't know if it was some kind of glitch in the ripping or if it was actually like that on the CD. But anyway. Then I found some classical music. Thrift stores are great for finding classical music albums for whatever reason. So I got Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. This was done by the Berlin Philharmonic Orchestra. So, hey. It says that the CD is made in West Germany. So that 1977. So wait, the CD, it says, was made in West Germany. So is this recorded back in the 80s? Because the Berlin Wall fell in November of 89. A German reunification, I believe, happened the following year in 1990. So I'm curious. Here's the CD and stuff. It's upside down, but anyway, all that has is a 1997 copyright. I don't know. There's on the booklet. There's also an 86 copyright by someone. So is this like just a really old CD, or I don't know? That's interesting. And also a composer's box. It's got Bach, Beethoven, Chopin, Tchaikovsky, and Mozart. The 5 finest masters of classical music brought together in one amazing collection. Enjoy the music that has been making history for centuries. So all told, it's performed by the North Star Chamber Orchestra. We got 7 tracks of Bach, 9 from Beethoven, 12 from Chopin, 12 from Mozart, and 10 from Tchaikovsky. So, yeah, that's neat. Interview with the Vampire, the movie. Never saw it. I don't know if I actually have the DVD yet or not. I might have found it at another thrift store. For all that I know, I forget. But we got a young Kirsten Dunstan here. 6 years before Bring It On. And 4 years before Kiki's Delivery Service. I believe she did the dub in 98. I don't know. And of course, 8 years before Spider-Man. Anyway, then I got Demi Moore's autobiography, Inside Out. I haven't really seen much of Demi Moore's films. I haven't seen Ghost. I've seen Striptease. Oh, here she is as a little girl. That's cute. Seen Striptease. I saw G.I. Jane, or at least I saw parts of it, because I think my sister or someone rented it when I think it was my sister. Yeah, she rented it when she was down here one time long ago. So I remember watching it. I remember the scene where she was pissed that she was made to go through all of that training instead and just be denied anyway. Um, but I don't know if I actually watched the entire thing. But anyway, so yeah, there's that. Oh, Christian Slater's in here too. Cool. Um, Antonio Banderas. I still have yet to see Desperado, even though I haven't. Guys, whoever, behave yourselves. Miss Kitty, are you bothering Tara again? Tara's grown so frightened. She used to be able to stay on the rocking chair and she would just stay there unless it was to go to eat or something. But now she like hides under the rocking chair or not even there. She's mostly hides like inside the cart that the bird cages are sitting on top of. I don't know. She wasn't like that when I got her. But anyway, I'm trying to think what else I saw the meme more in. I can't think of anything. So anyway, today I went to donate some clothes at another thrift store. My old long sleeve shirts I wore to work at Walmart out in the sun. Don't need those anymore. I kept on just swimming trunks, even though we haven't had a pool since the 2000s. Donated those as well. And then I went into the thrift store itself and I got some books. We didn't have any movies that I wanted. Anyway, here's a Sabrina the Teenage Witch novel, Fortune Cookie Fox by Kathy East Dubovsky. I haven't read any of the Sabrina novels. I watched the entire series. I watched both movies, actually all three movies, even though the first one isn't canon to the TV series. But anyway, yeah. I've never read the novels, and apparently there are a lot of them. Now I'm trying to think. Like I think the first novel is a novelization of the first episode. I don't know if it's more than one episode, but from there, assuming that the novels are basically about the same length, you can probably figure out how many episodes that the novel series amounts to. Um, 113 pages. Anyway, there's a Seventh Heaven novel series. So this one's called Drive You Crazy, and it's about Mary. It says an all new original novel and win a trip to Hollywood. Um, Road trip. Mary and Lucy are thrilled that their parents are allowing them to drive to Arizona to visit with Grandpa Charles and Ginger. Freedom at last, they think, until the family car is almost stolen. Unexpected help comes from a runaway teenage girl whose situation leaves the Camden sisters wanting to help. But how do you help someone who doesn't want it? Okay. And the tagline is there's no greater feeling than the love of family. Okay. I watched Seventh Heaven back in the day. I don't think I started it when it started, but I've seen the first episode and and reruns and stuff like that. I don't know if I've seen every episode of the series. I don't know. But I haven't seen it since it went off the air. But I've been watching a YouTuber, and I forget her name at the moment. She does these long season recaps of Seventh Heaven. And I've watched, I think, the first two so far, and I'm like, I remember this. Seventh Heaven was so stupid, but yeah. And then it ended with season 10, series finale. They billed it as, and then they reversed the cancellation. It's coming back for an 11th season. And then they canceled Everwood to make room for it because they had renewed Everwood, or at least promised that it would be renewed or something, and then canceled. I was so pissed at that. Oh yeah, I haven't finished showing you the rest of the books. Anyway, yeah, I could rant about 7-7 for quite a while. But anyway, I was shocked when I saw this. Alien AJ's Rock and Roll Mysteries, Nashville Nights. Alien AJ. Yes, the actual pop duo, the sisters. They star in a series of mystery novels. I like this cover. It's thicker than normal. It's definitely. Oh, there's a blank card insert in here. I guess someone was keeping track of where they were reading, and they got up to page 14 or 15, and that was it. I'm familiar with Allie and AJ from Potential Breakup Song, and also they did a song for Ice Princess, so I've seen the music video for that. I listened to a bunch of their Christmas songs last Christmas Eve. So yeah, apparently they're fictional versions of themselves or characters in mystery novels. Were there any more than just this one book? I'm kind of curious. Oh, this came from Lecanto Middle School. I used to go there. Some illustrations in the back. Allie's sketchbook. Even though it says, oh yeah, it says Ayla Michalka did the illustrations for this. So one of them was actually involved. She did sketches, not just the sketches in the back, but stuff like this, just little illustrations throughout. So that's neat. The Informers by Bret Easton Ellis, who also wrote American Psycho, which I haven't read and I haven't seen the movie, but I do have the Blu-ray for The Informers. So I thought it would be neat to read the book before I watch the movie. And finally, Dune by Frank Herbert, and this is from Target, apparently, and it's I guess it says Dune Part 2 now Major Motion Pictures. Is this the Dune Part 2 cover, or was just the one movie cover? I don't know. But yeah, I have never read Dune, but I figured, I could get it cheap at the thrift store, so it doesn't break down which books cost how much. I got 3 books for 50 cents each. I'm guessing those are all the kids' books. The Informers was probably $1, and Dune was probably $2. The receipt doesn't specify it, but that would be my guess. So or actually, no, I'm dumb. I was just reading the wrong receipt from the 18th. Um, for this, it just cost $2.50 for these 5 books. So I guess 50 cents each. Yeah. Now that I mentioned it, the cashier was like, "Okay, 5 paperbacks." So yeah, 50 cents for Dune is pretty good, huh? Um. Anyway, so that's that. I just wanted to share all of those with you. Um. Don't know when I'll get around to reading them, but yeah. So not much else is going on. Um. I'll try to get some pet like cat videos uploaded. I've got a few on my phone, so look forward to that. And that's it. It's 6:25 p.m. and that's it. Thanks for watching.